Growing our food indoors in vertical farms is an idea that is gaining ground, plenty of it across the country. And now that idea is coming to Los Angeles. Shireen Santosham from Plenty is with us to talk all about this new vertical farming, but this is not your grandpa's farm. This is a big industrial thing. Shireen, welcome. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
I guess industrial might not be the right word. High-tech way of farming, right?
That's right. It's a super high-tech farm. California has a rich history of farming, as you know, and we're just the next generation of it. So we are a large-scale indoor farm which uses a completely controlled environment to grow produce. And what that means is it's completely pesticide-free. It's full of flavor. We use special recipes to feed the plants. And there's really no contact with the plant until it reaches your table. So you have the cleanest, freshest, tastiest vegetables you could ever have.
What's amazing to me is to see the scale of these towers that you have inside. Tell me about what those towers have. I mean, is it water? Is it what is it you're growing them in?
Well, we use just less than 5% of the water and less than 1% of the land of traditional farming. And so it's the most environmentally friendly way you can grow produce. It does require the usage of LED lights, and so the light spectrum actually helps change the flavor profile as well as the recipes that we use to feed the plants. And so you get this really craveable, delicious produce, unlike anything you've really ever tasted.
You know, the latest, I would say in the last 20 years, we've really grown accustomed to farm to table. We go to farmers markets to get our fresh produce, and that's kind of a cool thing. But if you're not close to a farm, you're not going to get that. So for urban areas, this seems to me it would be a good thing.
That's right, because we can put these farms next to a community, a large urban area, and produce enough produce to get into hundreds of grocery stores in that space. And you might not be aware, but produce tends to lose about 45% of its nutritional value just in the time that it's on a truck. So by the time it gets to a table, to your table, it's lost a tremendous amount of that healthy, the healthy nutrients that are in it, as well as loses some of that flavor. You always hear about how much getting produce from a farmer's market or buying locally, it just tastes better. And so we offer that at scale to urban areas.
Well, I know that when I grow my tomatoes, they taste way better than anything I buy at the grocery store, because I can pick them right off the vine and, you know, cook them or eat them in a salad, and they taste terrific. So that's an interesting process. So where are you locating these Plenty farms, if you want to call them that, and tell me how that's been working for you.
Right now we're in the Bay Area, and we're in Safeway, Whole Foods, Molly Stone's, Good Eggs, multiple grocery stores here. And we soon will be moving down into Compton to build our second large farm to serve the Los Angeles market. And we also have a research facility in Laramie, Wyoming as well.
And tell me a little bit about, is it cost effective? Is it because, you know, you have regular farms, and they have their cost analysis and their cost per acre and their yield per acre, and all that's really important to a farmer. How do you work that out with what you're doing?
Yeah, so what we're able to offer in grocery stores is similar price point to what other boxed leafy greens that you can get on the shelf, which is wonderful. And the way to think about our technology is really as a platform. So like other technologies, as we scale, the cost curve goes down because we can build more and more farms as platforms around the world.
Let's talk about food safety, because people are really conscious of food safety and washing and making sure that the crops are picked by safe hands and all that sort of thing. How do you use that process to make sure your produce is safe?
Our goal is to make sure that the first time anyone touches the produce is actually when you open the container and eat the produce yourself. And so our indoor farms are completely controlled environments. People are wearing personal protective equipment, PPE, which they were doing even before COVID. And then once COVID hit, we actually even increased the amount of protections for our workers. We also increased sanitation protocols. And so it's pretty much hundreds of times cleaner than what you would be able to get from produce from a traditional farm that's going through the entire distribution channel.
That's remarkable stuff. Wow. Well, great scientific advances, and I can't wait to taste the stuff that comes out of the Compton. When are you going to be opening that one?
We'll be opening it as soon as we can next year.
Okay, great. All right. So if we want to find out more, we go where?
You can go to plenty.ag, and we've got great recipes for how to use our Plenty greens and where you can pick it up as well.
Shireen, thanks so much for being with us. This sounds great. I can't wait to taste the produce from Plenty. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you. Take care.